So here we are today on Holy Saturday, the day of silence, the day, in fact, when nothing happens. We've been following our senses through Holy Week, but for Holy Saturday, there is nothing. No sight, no sound, no smell, no taste, just nothing. Not even a commentary to explain to us what is happening. On Holy Saturday, we wait with Jesus in Joseph's tomb, just as the women are waiting on the Sabbath to end and the first day of the week to come. They sit looking at a great stone closed across the entrance. Mark puts it like this: Joseph brought a linen cloth. They took down the body, wrapped it in the linen, and placed it in a tomb cut out of rock. Then he rolled the stone against the entrance of the tomb. Mary Magdalene and Mary, the mother of Joseph, saw where he was laid. It's just silent. And Saturday's silence speaks of those twilight times, the dark nights of wondering and watching. And perhaps that's simply the point, that in the purposes of God, there are these days of silence, times of unfathomable depth, of impenetrable dark. Those moments where we simply have to patiently endure without the signs that dawn is on the way. I'm certainly not very good at waiting in the unknown. And here we find ourselves in these strange times facing a virus which has put the whole world on pause. And we're living in some kind of long drawn out Holy Saturday. And in the midst of all of that, we're finding it difficult to wait. When we listen to the TV commentators and interviewers desperate for some new information to pass on, when we listen to them interrogating the experts, their questions go like this: how long will this last? What is the exit strategy? And the answer from the experts: we don't know. We don't know when this lockdown will lift. We do not know when this is over. And we find it so difficult, don't we? Because we like to have answers. We like to define our goals. We like to roll out strategies. We like to be masters of our own destiny. And here we are, simply waiting in silence. I'm reminded that Holy Week is a journey. It's a journey to the cross and beyond. And each day of Holy Week has its significance. And through the days, the whole world is changed forever. Good Friday is that moment of complete cosmic change and transformation. And I've been thinking this week of the way in which the days of the week reflect the days of the first week of Genesis, which describes the world being formed in the days of a week. In one week, the world is formed. In another week, the world is forever changed and redeemed. And here we are on the Sabbath, Holy Saturday. And you will recall that first Sabbath, that first Saturday of creation, was the day when God rested. God, having finished his work, satisfied with the completeness of all he had done, stopped, took stock, reflected, and said, "It is good." Who knows for sure what God was doing in the silence of Holy Saturday? But I suspect, like that first Sabbath, on this Sabbath of redemption, God was resting, delighting in the fulfillment of his promise, surveying the wholeness of his redemption. Jesus' last words on the cross were this: "It is finished." And he spoke of the fulfillment of his mission, the completion of redemption, the undoing of the curse that had held humanity in its grip. Where Adam had fallen, Christ had taken up his cross, and all that was done, and all that was needful to be done, was done. Here we stand on this silent Saturday, thankful for the work completed. Here's a prayer. Lord, even when we don't see it, you are working. Even in the darkness, you are faithful. Even in the unknown, you have made a way. When all falls silent, your Spirit is at work with groans that go beyond our words. And even when this creation labours under the curse of sin and death, you are at work, bringing it into the glorious freedom of the children of God. Lord, the cross tells us to hope. Jesus says, "It is finished." And Lord, we take hold of the truth in the darkness that it is done. Thank you that you're with us. Where we see no exit, no light at the end of the tunnel, no mercy in our trouble, we thank you that you have worked for us.